Hey guys, today is another storytelling video and I'm just gonna get straight into it. So Zach and I were sitting here and we were on the couch and we were just hanging out and we hear doorbell. And I was like naked, so I wasn't about to go answer the door. I just hang out in my house a lot, like looking like absolute shit, where I'm wearing like super short shorts with like no pants and I haven't shaved my legs in 16 years. Or I'm like wearing no bra. I'm not gonna go answer the door like that. Especially because usually it's either Jehovah's Witnesses or the mailman or sometimes my neighbor. So I was like, you answer the door. And he was like, no, you answer the door, because he's sitting there naked too. We just do that. So I'm like running around the house trying to find something to do. I'm like doorbell over and over and over again. So I get up and I'm looking for my clothes, I put my clothes on, and I go, and we have a window on our door, and so I look out the door, and there's nobody there. And I'm like, there's nobody out there. And then I'm like looking, and I see a girl outside, and she's wearing a like construction worker's vest, you know, like they're like green and orange and reflecty, and she's wearing a hat, and she's hunkered down in my bush. Almost like when you, like, if you were to, like, ring a doorbell and then go hide, that's where she was. She was, like, hiding in my bush, and I was like, what the fuck? Let me a little backstory. We've been robbed a couple of times living here. We've only lived here for a year and a half. We've had our rental house broken into and a bunch of shit stolen. We've had our cars prowled multiple times. We had our cars like opened up and all the shit thrown out on the street. So like I'm extra cautious of people like being in my fucking yard and being near my house. I'm extra cautious of all that shit. So I was like, what is this bitch doing? So I was like, Zach, stop doing what you're doing. There is a girl that just rang the doorbell and she's outside and she's like all hunkered down. He was like, I ain't having any of this shit. So he grabs the baseball bat because we thought, we were like feeling like he was gonna go beat her with a baseball bat. But like if she was trying some shit, we were not about to have that shit be tried. I go to open the door and she jumps up and runs away. And Zach was pissed at this point. He's like, wait. So he runs out and he goes, hey, what do you need? What's up? And she was like, I was just looking for my friend's house, and Zach's like, this is sketchy. He's like, feels like she's casing out the house or something. And we're like, what's your friend's name? Where does your friend live? And she's like, like, I think it's like one of these, like, I don't know. And she was like, I'm really, really sorry. I'm just really sorry. And then she runs off. And we were like, what the fuck? My neighbor happened to be outside talking to one of her friends. And so I was like, This is a neighbor that when a guy was prowling my house here, he was like looking through the windows and shit when I was at work, and she's like taking pictures of him across the street and sending them to me. Of course, I took it to the police. And so she like keeps a close eye on my house because we've both had our shit gone into a few times and we're like not about to be robbed again. So she is outside and I run up to her and I was like, did you just see that creepy girl that was hanging out? She was like over here at my house. She like rang the doorbell and then she ran away. And she was like, actually, she just came over to my house and I just watched her get off the bus and she was like walking around. She was all being all shady and she's like, then she came up to my house and asked me if she could use the bathroom. And I was like, what the fuck? And she was like, yeah, and I told her no because my kids were sleeping inside. I didn't want to wake up my kids. Plus, I just felt like a creepy vibe from her. And she was like, but she was like begging me to use the bathroom. And I was like, she was begging you to use the bathroom, huh? I was like, this seems a little weird. So I go back over to my house and I go to where she was squatting down next to my bushes, and there's a huge puddle of piss next to my bush. And I realized that she was so frantically fucking ringing my doorbell because she was gonna piss her pants that she was just like, I'm gonna pee in this bush. And I feel so bad because obviously what happened was we saw her out the window peeing. I saw her peeing, but I didn't realize that's what she was doing. I thought she was being creepy as fuck. She thought nobody was home because she rang the doorbell for so long and we were like searching for clothes. She's like, I'm just gonna pee in their front yard. I just have to go so bad. I'm just gonna pee right here. So she squats in our bush. We open the door. She thought nobody was home. She pulls up her pants and runs away, and then is just like, I'm sorry. And I feel so bad because had I known, I would of course let her use my bathroom. I had no idea. I thought she was like casing out the place to like rob us. Little did I know her bladder's just like exploding and she just had to pee so bad. That was the story of the girl that peed in my front yard. It was so weird, but it's so funny because it's funny how you can like create these scenarios in your head and you're like, she was here to kill us. And little did we know she just had to pee. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I know it was quick, straight to the point, but if you guys like these storytelling videos, I like telling them to you. So give this video a thumbs up if you did, and leave a comment letting me know if anything weird like this has ever happened to you. I was dying. I was like laughing so hard when I realized she just had to pee. If you guys did also want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll put these like in a little storytime playlist so you guys can just watch them if you want. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Follow me on all my other shit, and I will see you at my next video.